Oh, my goodness,
he
he
just
just wanted to touch him, man. Just wanted to touch him.
Can't get him to the high side. Here he comes.
There he turns him. He turns him.
Busch in the
Oh,
wall.
my God.
Here comes Stewart to the checkered flag. And another car gets in the backside. It's Casey Kane. And they're scattering everywhere as they come to the line.
Some of these guys hit hard, man.
And one of them was Kyle Busch.
They're still hitting hard. That's what Kyle Busch had the mirror drive. Tony Stewart had to put the car there and stick the car where. We saw this same thing in Talladega with the 09 car with Keselowski. He stuck his car in there, he drove it, he put it where it needed to be, and that's the way it was.
Look at the damage to his race car as Kyle Busch crawls out and walks back down the racetrack.
But, you know, I know people are going to start, well, this guy did this and that guy blamed this guy. Let me tell you, Kyle Busch did what he needed to do. Tony Stewart needed to do it. This is how you go after winning a race at Daytona. You leave everything on the table. This is Daytona.
The fireworks are going off in the sky, but the fireworks on the racetrack.
At Daytona.
And these guys are going to run. They're going to be leaning on each other going down the backstretch.
Oh my God!
We got somebody sideways. Wow, Burton did an unbelievable job saving that race car.
Amazing save by Jeff Burton.
Now we got the 14 out there all by himself, but he got a big push to get away from those guys.
Tony Stewart pulling down in front of Matt Kenseth. And Kane with a little charge in the outside lane.
That's the break that Tony needed right there.
This is going to be. This
they're stacking up. They're stacking up.
Through turns 3 and 4
here we go.
for the final time. Big crash behind the race leader, Tony Stewart. That's going to allow Smoke to pull away. What's going to happen behind him? Can Burton get there? No, he can't. Tony Stewart wins it at Daytona.
We get down in here, these guys are right on him. 17 wants to go up. He goes up. The 16's right there. He just, it looked like Matt comes down and gets into the 16 and knocks him down.
How many times have you seen it at Daytona? Someone's coming to the checker flag and they're everywhere, scattering in the tri-oval behind them.
I tell you, Harvick did a good job too, because Earnhardt was in the back of Harvick, actually turned Harvick down on the apron and just about had it saved. Yes.
Earnhardt took a hard lick to the outside wall. He got turned to the outside. You see him right in the middle of the race.
So did
back
Harvick.
Into the outside again.
Yeah, Harvick took a shot too. See the 29 go down?
Yes.
And then the 16 gets hit by the 17 and gets into Harvick.
Wow. It just
Was
closes
that
up.
Was that Newman on the bottom? No, that was
Eric
Almirola. He was just driving along, thought he had it missed.
Jamie McMurray, Kyle Busch, some of the other drivers involved. Travis Kvapil, there's Jeff Gordon driving through the grass. Turn 4, when we get to the start-finish line, we will complete lap 20 today.
Rickett behind you here, Rickett.
And now we have a crash. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. involved, Tony Stewart around. And that's Dale Earnhardt Jr. through the infield grass. Carl Edwards has some damage.
Kenseth just about had it missed, and looks like he ran into the 88.
Harvick,
Wow,
Johnson,
a lot of good
Kyle
race
Larson.
cars. I mean, a lot of good race cars. Guys in the points. We're seeing it for the first time. Oh, it looks like Stenhouse got a little bit squirrely. Stewart came up and got into Jeff Gordon there. Looks like Stewart was just trying to avoid the 17.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell from that angle, but it looks like Stenhouse, as he gets squirrely, comes down into Tony a little bit. You see Stenhouse up next to the wall, sideways, comes down across, taps Stewart. Oh.
Yeah, no, Jeff was trying to avoid this 17 car and got into Tony Stewart.
Yeah, got in the right rear of Tony. Yeah.
Trevor Bayne, who won the 2011 Daytona 500, driving for the Wood brothers, and that 21 car got turned around. And Danica may have gotten a little bit of nose damage, but she did a heck of a job getting through and not getting caught up.
And you watch Tony here. He didn't move much, man. He just hung right. He didn't move at all. No. And then he got hooked in the right rear into Ricky Stenhouse, but Tony was doing what he needed to do right there. He would have gotten by that without any problem if he wouldn't have gotten tagged by Jeff.
Yeah, Tony. It didn't appear that Tony ever turned the steering wheel, and as he got loose, he came over, but he never even tapped Tony. It was the 24 car of Jeff Gordon thinking something was going to happen and going ahead and anticipating the move and getting into the right
here on the restart.
Oh, here we go.
Got trouble. That's Casey Kane. It goes sideways. Joey Logano nowhere to go.
Oh my!
Clint
Half the
Boyer
field
through
is
the grass. The big one at Daytona has happened at lap 97.
That is the huge one at Daytona.
Justin Allgaier.
Oh, and the 18 gets on its roof.
And Kyle Busch rolls upside down.
Wow.
It looks like the 16 got into the 5 a little bit too hard and just turned him. And man, talk about getting piled up.
Watch the 3 car when we get another replay of Austin Dillon come shooting up through the middle and trying to avoid the accident.
26 of Cole Witt just got into the 18 to turn him over.
And watch Danica in this outside line right here. She and the 2 car of Brad Keselowski. Wow, that 1 car's up in the air right there.
All 4 tires were off the ground.
He just launched.
That was perfect. I mean, she just slowed it down enough to let everything clean off in front of her, as Brad did.
As they got to the corner, as you get to these corners, once the cars go up, they will come back down.
Especially when they slow down.
Yeah, when they slow down, they just come back down the racetrack. And that was, she was in the right place in this line to be able to whoa her car down, not get run over from behind, and just kind of right there, she's nose to nose.
That Austin Dillon that got through that? That 3-car, man, he did a nice job getting through there as well.
Nice job by him.
We ride with Kyle Busch, who at the end of this mess goes on his roof.
22 is pushing to 41. Easy, get lower. We're in it.
Right here. And it was just because his car was on the banking and on the apron, just at the right enough angle for somebody to just kind of toss him upside down.
She runs up on the outside there, gets into the front, just gets hit in the back by the 26 car that ends up hitting the 18 car. So she's probably got a little nose damage and a little bit in the back of the car.
Second time today really she's dodged a bullet.
Yeah, from the end car here.
In front of you. Stay high, back it down, back it down.
Just barely gets into the car in front of her. I think that's the 38.
No lane. What do you got here?
That's a good job.
And then it just opens up.
I got hit in the front back, but
really good job.
With Dale Earnhardt Jr., who had just gotten back on the lead lap.
And Dale got it slowed down enough.
Yeah.
To where he could stay away from it.
Okay, around the outside up by the wall if you can.
That's perfect.
As you look at the carnage as he drives by away.
And that's why you want to be on the lead lap here. Side lane with help from David Gilmour.
Oh, here we go.
We got trouble.
There we go. That's it.
Like I said, you lead at the white.
That's it.
You're good to go. But they may race to the finish.
They're going to let them race back here. That happened over in turn 2, so they got plenty of room.
Wow. Right. Let them race, boys.
Hopefully they're cleared when they get back down there.
Tony Stewart won this race last year. He's won it 4 times.
Shoving the 14. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but
through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Off the corner, here comes Jimmy Johnson. He's dominated the race. Now he can see the finish line. That's Busch in the outside lane, not making a move.
Oh,
trouble behind him. Danica and others. Jimmy Johnson gets the win at Daytona.
Yeah, she got turned right there.
To the track. Junior will win at Daytona. And the big one happens behind them.
Oh my God.
Restrictor plate racing, 4 wins, and we've got trouble behind him, Rick. Around they go.
Stay down, go on.
It looked like it was Eric Almirola that was the first to go sideways and then collecting numerous cars behind him. And a bump there by the 48, the back bumper of Jamie McMurray. 78 of Martin Truex Jr. caught up. Danica Patrick also. Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88. Brian Scott up on the hood of the 4 of Kevin Harvick. Chris Buescher, 23-year-old out of Prosper, Texas, was involved. One more time around. Brad Keselowski out front. Here comes Kyle. Kyle in the 18. He has help from Trevor Bayne in the 6 behind him.
6 up top, stop behind the 41.
2 by 2 behind Brad Keselowski. The final time down the backstretch. Joey Logano trying to make the inside line work. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Out of turn 4. They'll see the finish line. Brad Keselowski out front. Around goes Kurt Busch. Keselowski's going to hang on. Keselowski wins at Daytona.
Thank you, guys. Great team effort today. Very proud. Thank you.
Second, Elliott Sadler and Rusty Wallace with him.
Coming behind you.
Now, 2 team cars race in the 1 and 2 positions.
That's who Dale needs to see in his rearview mirror right now. That's the best thing he can see.
Will Michael Waltrip blocked for Dale Jr.? Will he try to win the race himself? White flag is out. Final lap at Daytona. 180,000 on their feet, screaming wildly. 2.5 miles to go.
Just exactly the opposite of the Daytona 500. It was 15 and 8. Elliott Sadler is trying to keep Bobby Labonte behind. He can't do it. But he does move down in front of Rusty Wallace on that fast line.
Clear, all clear.
Bobby Labonte looking for some help, trying to get up there. His teammate Tony Stewart has never answered the black flag.
And they're 4 wide back between the Wallace boys.
Here they come, turn 4, final lap of the Pepsi 400. Michael Waltrip in second, but it's going to be Dale Earnhardt Jr. using lessons learned from his father to go from 6th to 1st and score the victory in the Pepsi 400.
That's unbelievable.
Yes!
That man behind you did it for you. You guys celebrate. You love you, man. You did it.
That was beautiful. Very, very nice.
Junior, you're happy.
All right,
Look at that smile. Wow.
I don't think there's anybody here that didn't want to see that.
Sentimental favorite, emotional favorite. Earlier in the broadcast, we talked among ourselves. Some of the moves he made on the track today looked like his father behind the wheel.
I am speechless.
Tears and cheers.